Hi, I'm Lindsay Keller with Seven Springs Real Estate. Today we're going to show you one of the neighborhoods in Southwest Austin that is probably one of the most highly sought family neighborhoods in this area. So today we're in Shady Hollow. This is one of our favorite neighborhoods. It's way Southwest Austin. If you're looking at the map, we are going to call Shady Hollow the whole area between Slaughter and Freight Barker on both sides of Brody. There are a couple other neighborhoods to the east that you'll see that are not named Shady Hollow, but within this corridor, there's a lot of different sections of Shady Hollow that we're going to conglomerate them all and call them Shady Hollow today. When I'm exploring this neighborhood with buyers who are not from Texas, they often get a big kick out of the street names in Shady Hollow. So we have Ammunition Court, Gatling Gun, Six Shooter, we have Six Gun, we have Gunfight Lane, I think, Gunfight Lane. I mean, if you're looking for gun street names, there's no better place than Shady Hollow in Austin, Texas. So this neighborhood is really well positioned. If you want to get to the airport from Shady Hollow, it'll take you about 20 to 25 minutes in light traffic. Several different ways you can do that. If you want to get downtown or to a northern part of the city, you can either go up to Slaughter and go out to Mopac that way, or if traffic is bad and you don't want to sit at a bunch of lights, you can go south on Brody, hit 1626 and swing around to the new Mopac extension and go up that way. So you've got two different ways to get to Mopac to get north, which is a really nice part about being sort of situated where you are. One thing about the Mopac extension is that it's a toll, so keep that in mind, but sometimes it's worth it. So Shady Hollow is one of those neighborhoods that kind of was a result of the Austin sprawl. So it was built over a long period of time. The further north sections of the neighborhood are older. They're built, some of them like mid-century. And then the further out you go, you get to homes that were built in the 90s. So there's a whole lot of different little sections that were built by different builders. There are different HOA sections, and there are even different taxing entities within Shady Hollow. So for instance, some parts of this neighborhood pay Austin city taxes, some of them don't. Some are considered part of the small town or borough or whatever they call it of Shady Hollow, and technically are outside of the city of Austin. So lots of different little pieces. If you're home shopping in here, it's important to look at all of those things to know which HOA you're in and what taxes you're paying. This neighborhood has a ton of different pocket parks sprinkled through the neighborhood, all part of the HOA. Today we're at Gatling Gun Park. This is one of them. There's also a neighborhood pool that's part of Shady Hollow, but you're also close to a lot of city parks. So when you go out of the neighborhood, you're not far from the Circle C Metroplex Park. How do you say that? Metropolitan. You're not far from the Circle C Metropolitan Park. You're not far from Mary Moore Seawright Park, Dick Nichols. So you've got a lot of different areas that you can get to easily from Shady Hollow if you want to get outside. You're also right next to the South Austin Trail Network, and you actually bump up against Bowerly Ranch, which is a neighborhood built like completely inside a pocket of greenbelt trails. So many different options for getting out. All right, so let's talk about schools. Schools in Shady Hollow, we refer to as the 3Bs. It feeds Baranoff Elementary, Bailey Middle School, and Bowie High Schools. These are some of the most highly sought schools in this area. And it's kind of nice because most all the kids in this neighborhood go from one to the next. There's not as much divergence in here as there are in other pockets of Austin. So it kind of lends itself to building a community when you're in school with the same families all the way through elementary through high school. Okay, talking grocery shopping, there's not like a little mini mart in Shady Hollow. You have to get out on Brody and go one direction or another to get groceries. But you do have a ton of good grocery stores really close by. So there's a fantastic high-end HEB out Slaughter towards Circle C. There's a Randall's at the corner of Brody and Slaughter. There's another HEB at Manchac and Slaughter. There's one up at Brody and William Cannon. So you've got tons of regular grocery stores. You also have Costco and Whole Foods at the shops at Arbor Trails, which are at Mopac and William Cannon, and a whole bunch of other shopping in there. So you're very well positioned for whatever kind of shopping you need to do for your family. Other things that are really close by, if you take Brody north and hit Slaughter and go west towards Circle C, right across the highway, there's a whole bunch of shopping down there at Escarpment Park. There's a lot of restaurants down there. There's ice cream stores. There's an Alamo Draft House for movies. There's a Summer Moon Coffee. So a ton of stuff right there. And then if you change direction, take Brody all the way north to Sunset Valley, there's a lot of shopping up there too, including an Academy and a World Market, DSW Shoe Warehouse. So lots of different things that are all within probably 10-15 minute drive from Shady Hollow. So if you want to get out for like a date night or just get out and meet up with friends, I think my best recommendation would be on South Manchac. There's a whole strip of different bars and places to go out. So South Austin Beer Garden is there. Lester Pearl is there with great food trucks and coffee, outdoor ping pong table. Armadillo Den is there. Moon Tower Saloon, Lulu's. Brick's Pub is just up the way. So there's a whole stretch of different places that you could go out and kind of fun to hop from one to the next. Another awesome attraction that's right nestled in there is the Hive, which is a co-working space. Also has a playground and some different things designed for kids, but a really terrific spot to go and camp out if you work from home and need to get out of the house for a little bit. Because this neighborhood has been here for a little bit longer, the lot sizes are larger. When they were building in here, the land wasn't nearly as expensive as it is now in the Austin area. So you have wider streets, you have larger lots. Because it's been here for a while, you have really nice mature trees. Most people keep their lawns really beautiful. So it's a really quiet, beautiful, peaceful neighborhood to drive through. And feels very different from a lot of the newer neighborhoods that have more narrow streets and are building the houses closer together just because of the value of the land. Okay, I think I've hit everything that's hugely important about Shady Hollow, but if I've missed something, please let me know. Drop a comment below and we will try and add it in. And please like and subscribe to our YouTube channel. We really appreciate you watching.